That's it. So we'll start standing anyway, do the big stretches. So let me. There we are. So if you come into Tadasana, I think I'll come a bit closer actually, until I have to be. So into Tadasana, have your feet just a few inches apart, just soft knees, so don't push them back, pull up on your thighs, open your chest, nice open rib cage, just flatten your lower back so you draw in your tummy muscles, breastbone lifting, shoulder blades sliding, then draw your chin in, so you should feel slightly taller than you started. Then just lift your toes off the floor. Press in with the balls of your feet, so that bit from the base of your little toe across to the base of your big toe. So press them into the floor and stretch your toes out. Fan them out as much as you can. Then grip the mat with your toes. Lift them, so press into the balls of your feet. Grip the mat. Lift and fan your toes out. Grip the mat. One more time. Lift your toes, fan them out. Grip the mat. Then relax your feet. Just come onto the balls of your feet. So make sure it's nice, broad bit of your foot you're just coming up onto. Lower your heels. Just rock up onto the balls of your feet, onto your heels. So up and down. One more time, coming up onto the balls of your feet, and then just come back down, and then just perhaps rock side to side so that you roll in and out from your outer edges of your feet to the inner edges. Just give your feet nice, quick massage. And just rest them on the floor. Just make sure your knees feel a bit soft. And let's do the big stretches. So interlock your fingers, turn your hands, so rest them on your head. Draw your tummy in to start with. So breathe in, stretch, look up towards the backs of your hands. Breathe out, hands on head. Breathe in, the big stretch through your armpits, through your elbows. Breathe out, hands on. Breathe in. The big stretch. Now this time, you're looking up gently towards your hands. See if you can come up onto the balls of your feet, no higher. And then back down onto your heels. Bring your hands on your head. Let's try that one more time. Breathe in, the big stretch. Soft back of your neck. And if you feel comfortable, just come onto the balls of your feet. Just lift your heels off the floor. And then back onto your heels, hands on your head. Just bring your hands behind you. Breathe in, push your elbows back, lift your breastbone, stretch your tummy, feel the lift through your tummy. Breathe out, drop your chin, point your elbows down towards the floor. Breathe in. Open, just feel like your rib cage is opening. You're lifting your breastbone. Breathe out. Elbows down, chin down. Let's do two more. Breathe in. Back bends mean you like to open yourself to the world. Breathe out. Drop your chin. Elbows point down. Forward bends where you close in, meaning you're trying to protect yourself. Breathe in. Open nice and wide. Look up towards the ceiling. Breathe out. Just drop your chin. Point your elbows towards the floor. Just come back up. Just push your elbows back. Just bring your arms down by your side. And just let's do the pendulum. Make sure you're drawing in your tummy. Drop your chin. So push the back of your neck upwards. Start swinging your head gently side to side. Just loosen up your neck. And then just come back. Blink your eyes, interlock your hands, turn your hands forward. So Draw in your tummy to start with. Draw your chin in. Breathe in and stretch the horizontal stretch. Breathe out, hands to chest. Breathe in the big stretch. Breathe out, hands to chest. Breathe in, stretch the skin over the backs of your shoulders. Breathe out, hands to chest. Two more. Breathe in, the big stretch. Breathe out. One more. Breathe in, the big stretch. Breathe out. Just turn your hands, just shake your arms, your shoulders. So just swing your hands up. Just have your, I'll come a bit closer, your hands together, so you interlock your fingers. Draw your hands through and try and just lay them forward. And it's quite painful, slightly painful on your wrists, maybe. Just see whether you can straighten your arms hard on that wrist. Come back. One more time. Bring them through. So try and work out. Straighten your arms. And through. So now we need to swap sides. So just do it the other way. So you've got the other hand on top. Bring it through. Ooh, see if you can straighten your arms. Oh, I did it a bit there. And back. And again, see if you can straighten your arms. It's your wrist that it works on. And back. Breathe in. See if you can straighten your arms. And back. And then just shake your hands, your arms, your fingers a few times. So let's perhaps do the hand stuff. See this, I'll come a bit closer again. So breathe in, stretch your fingers apart. Breathe out. Have your thumb on the inside. Breathe in, stretch your fingers. Breathe out. Breathe in, stretch your fingers. Breathe out. Breathe in, big stretch. Breathe out. Last one. Breathe in, big stretch of your fingers. Breathe out. And then shake hands, wrists, elbows, shoulders a bit. And then just hands out in front of you, flat hands if you can. Breathe in, breathe out. See if you can touch your insides of your wrists. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Last one, breathe in, breathe out. And again, a shake of your wrists, your hands, shoulders. Make sure everything feels loose. Then arms out in front of you, elbows stay straight. Rotate your wrists. Nice movement, nice straight arms. And then go the other way. See whether there's any clicking, perhaps of the wrists. And make the next one your last. And again, the shake hands, shake fingers. And then horizontal, just bring your fingers to touch each other. So that's how it goes. And out, and in, and out, and in, and out, in, out, in, and out. And again, the shake, and it's a flick. So flick your fingers from your thumb to your little finger and back again. Nice and sharp. Get your muscles working in your fingers. Keep them nice and strong and supple. So keep our fingers nice and healthy. Next time you come back to your thumb, that's the last. So just shake your hands. Just shake your hands. Just shake your wrist. Just shake your shoulders. So let's do the shoulder rotation. So breathe in. Bring your arms straight out in front of you. Breathe out. Touch your shoulders. Breathe in. Stretch your arms out straight. Breathe out. Shoulders. Breathe in. Nice and straight. Breathe out. One more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just leave your hands on your shoulders. Bring your elbows to touch in front of you. And draw huge circles with your elbows. So touching, see if you can touch your elbows behind you. That's how big a circle you're looking for. Just rotate those shoulder blades. Keep them nice and loose. So when you come back to the front, we're going to do it backwards. So go back. 1, 2, nice circles. 3, 4, and 5. And then just bring your arms back by your side. Just give them a shake, and let's do the blade. So breathe in, let your arms float. Breathe out, relax your shoulders. Breathe in, pick up a pencil between your shoulder blades. Draw in your tummy, draw your chin in, and feel that plunger pulling your head up towards the ceiling. So lengthening through your spine and squeezing through your shoulder blades. So release, breathe out, drop your arms. So 2 more, breathe in, arms float. Breathe out, relax shoulders. So breathe in, pick up your pencil, draw in your tummy, draw your chin in. Lengthen with that plunger, lifting you up towards the ceiling. Release, breathe out, drop your arms. 1 more, breathe in, breathe out, relax shoulders. So breathe in, pick up your pencil, draw in your tummy, draw your chin in. Feel your spine lengthening. So a big hold in 2 directions, really. Release, breathe out, drop your arms. And again, let's do the pendulum, drop your chin. Start the swing from the other side, if you can remember which way. Nice. Swinging side to side. And then just come back to the center. Just blink your eyes a few times. So just perhaps take your feet slightly wider apart. Interlock your hands behind the back of your head and just draw your elbows back. Draw your tummy in. So breathe in, breathe out, just drop. So you're stretching the side and you're dropping your elbow towards the floor. Keep your chest front facing. Keep your top elbow pulling backwards. So you've got your elbows, shoulders one on top of each other. Keep dropping and then breathe in. Come back up, pull your elbows backwards, lengthen your waist, drop the other side. Keep elbows pulled back, top shoulder pulled back. I'm going over to one side, but try and press equally into both feet and drop and drop. Breathe in, come back up. Just look up towards the ceiling. Breathe out, just look forward and go the other side. Keep your chest front facing. Try and press into both feet equally and drop and drop. Keep the top shoulder pulled back and drop and drop. Breathe in, come back up, pull your elbows back, draw in your tummy, breathe out the other way and drop. Try and keep the weight on both feet, perfectly balanced. Pull the top shoulder back and drop and drop and drop. Breathe in, come back up, release your arms. Just pull your elbows back together. Just step your feet close together so the sides of your feet touch. Perhaps your thighs are touching. Squeeze as though you're squeezing a cushion. Or pressing your thighs as close together as you can. That's probably better than squeezing a cushion. Draw in your tummy. Lift your breastbone. Keep the squeeze hard as you can. Lift your head up towards the ceiling, the plunger. So you're lengthening, you're squeezing, you're lengthening, you're squeezing as hard as you can. Keep the squeeze. Keep the squeeze. Keep the squeeze. Squeeze your calf muscles together. Your knees, your thighs. Relax that. Hold, just shake one leg, shake the other. And then just come back with your feet about a hip distance apart. Just breathe in, bring your arms up above your head, interlock your thumb and forefinger. Let me step back because I'm going out of view. And again, we'll do the sideways stuff. Try and keep your elbows straight. So breathe in, breathe out, sway to the side. See if you can keep your arms stretching out. You're making a crescent shape. It's the swaying tree. Breathe in, stretch up through your waist. Try and keep those elbows straight. Try and keep your palms together. And down the fleshy part of your palms, try and keep them pressed together. Breathe in, stretch up towards the ceiling. Check your palms. Breathe out. Check your elbows. Are they staying straight? And drop, and drop. Breathe in, stretch up. Check everything's nice and straight if you can. Elbows, arms, drop, and drop. Breathe in and stretch up. Breathe out. Turn your palms towards the floor. And again, just pull your shoulders back. Feel your rib cage opening. Drop your chin. Do the pendulum. Side to side. Just feel your neck nice and loose. And then back to the front. Perhaps step your feet a bit closer together. We're going to do the one that you start like that. You dig your elbows behind and you looking up as you hold that breath. Bringing your elbows, dropping your head, breathing as you hold that. So let's start all together. So feet just a few inches apart. So bring your elbows up in front of you. Breathe in, dig them behind. Try and touch your elbows. Look up to the ceiling. Feel your breastbone lift. Feel your tummy lengthening. Breathe out. Bring your elbows to touch. Drop your chin. 2 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out, ready to dig. Breathe in, dig your elbows behind. Squeeze your shoulders, look up to the ceiling. Lift your ribcage, feel it sticking out, open it. Breathe out, bring your elbows to touch, drop your chin. 2 breaths. Breathe in. Feel the back of your ribcage expanding. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out, ready to dig. Breathe in. Dig those elbows. Look up. Lengthen your waist. Breastbone lifting. Soft neck. Lots of things to be aware of. Breathe out. Bring your elbows up. Drop your chin. 2 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now just drop your arms by your side. Just open your chest, lengthen through the back of your body. So feel that plunger, drawing the crown of your head upwards. And just take a couple of breaths. Feel the length in your spine. Feel your rib cage nice and open. And then just blink your eyes a few times. We'll do the knee to shoulder, head to knee pose. So take your feet apart. So feet running forward. Let's just do a wide standing Tadasana. So grip the floor with the outsides of your feet. Tuck your tailbone in. Lift your breastbone. Draw your chin in. You're doing Tadasana, but your legs are wide. So just turn one foot down, swivel around to face that leg. So breathe in, we'll do the arms. I should have started at the front with the arms, so it doesn't matter. Breathe out. So interlock your fingers, straighten your arms, look up towards the ceiling. And as you breathe out, press into both feet. Make sure your stance is stable. And just think about
bringing your forehead towards your knee. 2 breaths. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. And breathe in, come back up. Just unclasp your hands, come round to the front, and we'll swivel the other side. So your hips should face the short end of your mat. Breathe in, backs of your hands. Breathe out, interlock your fingers. So breathe in, straighten, look up towards the ceiling. Breathe out, keep the squeeze across your shoulders. Think about your forehead moving towards your knee. Doesn't matter if you don't get very far. 2 breaths. Breathe in, breathe out. So the out breath might let you drop a bit further. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, come back up. Release your arms. Just turn towards the front. Just feel that lift through your rib cage. Draw your chin in. Let's take a couple of breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. So while we've got our legs wide, let's do a twisting triangle. Let me see. So just follow me. Breathe in, bring your arms out to the side. Breathe out, relax shoulders. Breathe in, open wide, just turn your foot down to one side, swivel your heel of the other foot away. And then just turn, take the hand to the outside of your knee. It could be further down. You might get a bit further down. Try and line your shoulder up with your foot. Turn your head and look up towards the raised hand. And again, try and twist at the waist. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just bring your arms out to the side and come back into front facing. So let's try it to the other side. A bit more tricky than front facing triangle. So just turn your feet, push your heel away. So make sure your hips stay as much front facing as you can. Breathe in, arms lift. Breathe out, relax shoulders. So breathe in, open your chest and just swivel. Take your hand to the outside of your knee or your thigh. Try and line up your shoulder with your foot. Twist at the waist. Look up to your raised hand. 3 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Focus on that twist. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bring your arms out to the side. Come back up into front facing. Lower your arms and just heel toe gently back into Tadasana. And again, open your chest. Draw your tummy in, lengthen the back of your neck by drawing your chin in. Try and feel light on your feet. 3 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Really fill the lungs. Really fill the rib cage. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. And just check your feet about hip distance apart. We're just going to do the standing forward bend. So breathe in, bring your arms up above your head. Breathe out, then a big stretch. So breathe in, stretch through your waist, look upwards towards the ceiling, stretch your shoulders, your arms, fingers. As you breathe out, remember to keep your head framed between your arms. So you go down in a straight line from your tailbone to your fingertips. When you're parallel with the floor, then drop your arms. Relax your shoulders, soften your tummy like a rag doll hanging over a washing line. Just check your neck. You're not holding on to your tension in your neck, your head. And then as you breathe in, push through the backs of your legs. Feel your sitting bones being drawn up towards the ceiling. As you breathe out, relax the front of your body, rib cage, neck, shoulders. Breathe in, push through the backs of your legs, lift your sitting bones. Breathe out, relax head, neck, shoulders, rib cage. And then bend your knees quite deeply. Rest your body on your thighs. Sweep your arms forward as you breathe in. When they reach your ears, push into your feet. Come up, standing, stretch up as you look up to the ceiling. Breathe out. Let your arms just come down to your sides. Just draw your chin in, draw your tummy in. Just take a couple of breaths. So standing forward bend, essentially an upside down pose and a forward bend so your heart gets a rest. Blood comes towards your head. And then just blink your eyes a couple of times. So let's do a tree balance before we move on to the mat. So feet a few inches apart. Just take one hip, turn it to the side. So open up. Take your knee out to the side. Your knee at a right angle out to the side. And then try not to sink into that supporting leg. Make sure you lift through it. Bring your hands into Namaste, the greeting, and think about sliding your foot to where is comfortable. So maybe just quite close to the floor, it might be up towards your groin. So keep lifting, and if you feel comfortable, arms like branches. So breathe in and lengthen through the trunk. Breathe out. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out. One more. Breathe in, breath. Breathe out. Bring your hands, your foot onto the floor. So we'll just switch sides. So turn your hip out, turn your knee out. Rest your toes on the floor, your heel against your supporting leg. So remember to lift through that side of your body. Bring your hands in Namaste. You can stay like that. That's a perfectly nice tree, or you can slide your legs to wherever works for you. So try lifting through your supporting leg. Breathing in. If you feel comfortable, arms rise like branches. Breathe out. Breathe in. Lengthen through your trunk. Breathe out. Breathe in. Lengthen. Breathe out. One more breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hands, foot, into Tadasana. Just nice Tadasana. Lift your breastbone. Draw your tummy in. Draw your chin in. So feet rooted into the ground, but the crown of your head being drawn up towards the ceiling. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just perhaps bring your hands together into Namaste. Elbows just sticking straight out to the side. So breathe in. Open your chest. Keep your elbows quite high. Breathe out. Hands together. Breathe in. Open your chest. Keep your elbows quite high. Breathe out. Hands into Namaste. One more. Breathe in. Open your chest. breathe out. And then just drop your hands. Let's just do one more pendulum. So nice tall spine, drop your chin and begin to swing your head side to side. Just feel it nice and loose. And then just blink your eyes a few times. You're just going to come onto your hands and knees. I'll go sideways on. So hands and knees. Have your feet flat on the floor to begin with. Your hands just below your shoulders or slightly further forward. We'll just do a couple, 2 or 3 cat-cows. Then we'll do the sequence for the abdominal. So breathe in, just let your bottom spread. Look up towards the ceiling. Close your teeth. Breathe out. Begin to lift your tummy up towards your spine. Push through your shoulders. Look towards your knees. Really stretch the skin over the back of your body. Breathe in. Switch the stretch. Just focus on your skin. Stretching from your pubic bone to your chin. Teeth are shut. Breathe out. Switch the stretch over your shoulders and your lower back. Tummy pulled up. Breathe in. Switch the stretch. Look up towards the ceiling. Close your teeth. Breathe out. Just pull your tummy button up towards your spine. Push through your shoulders. Tailbone tucked in. And then just come back onto your hands and knees. Let's do the child's pose. So remember, this is child or closed leaf, I call it sometimes when we do that sequence. So arms are by your side. See if you can get your forehead towards the floor. So if you find that you're not going to, you can just perhaps rest your forehead on your hand. Sometimes in the morning I'm better, but I'm not sure I'll get my head down. Anyway, just if you can, relax. Shoulders, chin tucked in, arms by your side. Just take a couple of breaths. And then breathe in, come back up. So you're back on your hands and knees. And then take your hands as you were for cat. Tuck your toes under. So you've got your heels stuck up in the air. So we're going to do the pose that, nice pose for your digestive system, the organs in the abdominal cavity. So just first of all, let your tummy hang. And just feel it nice and relaxed. So there's lots of space. Your abdominal organs aren't squashed one on top of each other in the vertical position. So breathe in. And as you breathe out, come back, press. So you're coming back, you're pressing your tummy hopefully onto your thighs. You're dropping your forearms. You're taking your forehead or just above your forehead onto the mat. So you squash the blood from your abdominal organs towards your heart, towards your head. And then breathe in. Come back up onto your hands and knees. Let your tummy sag. So there's lots of space for the blood to come to those organs. Breathe in. As you breathe out, again, come towards your heels. Press your tummy against your thighs if you can. Bring your forearms down. Bring just above your forehead onto the floor. So you squash the blood. It moves towards the heart, towards the head. Breathe in. Come back onto your hands and knees. Let your tummy sag. Completely relax. It's lots of space for the blood to flood back into that area. We're going to do one more squash. Breathe in. Breathe out, begin to move backwards. Try and press your tummy against your thighs. Drop your forearms onto the floor, just above your forehead. Blood forced to your heart, to your head. And then slide your toes down. Slide your hands one on top of each other, flat hands. Rest your forehead on your hands. Just take a few breaths. Just take a few breaths. And then just come up onto your hands and knees. And let's do the twisting cat. So I'll do it, this time I'm going to face you because you've got your knees together. You need to turn your hand so it sits directly beneath your throat. So if you just drop your hand, it's beneath your throat. So in the middle of your knees, really. So breathe in, take the other arm up to the ceiling, look up towards the raised hand. As you breathe out, begin bending the supporting elbow. Slip your hand underneath so that your shoulder lines up with your hand. Look up towards your raised fingers. You've twisted. Breathe in. Come back up with your arms stretched out to the side. You're looking up to it. Breathe out. Bend the supporting elbow. Slide your hand through. And the twist as you look up to your raised fingers. Breathe in. Bring your arm out to the side. Breathe out. Bend your elbow. Slide your hand through. Do the twist. Look up to your fingers. Breathe in. Just bring your hand back onto the floor and we'll swap sides. So turn your hand sideways. So breathe in, look up to your raised fingers. Breathe out, so bend the supporting arm. Slip your hand under. Twist so your shoulder lines up with your hand. Look up to your fingers. Breathe in. Bring your arm out to the side. Breathe out. Drop. Slide your hand through as you bend that supporting elbow. Look up to your fingers. Breathe in. Bring your arm out to the side. Breathe out. Just lower. Slip your hand through. Do the twist as you look up to your fingers. Breathe in. Just bring your hand back onto the side. And again, just come onto your heels. Make the two flat hands, just rest your forehead on your hands just for a moment or two. And then just come up onto your hands and knees. Tuck your toes under. So you've got your toes tucked under, your heels sticking up in the air, your knees together, thighs together. Squeeze your knees, thighs together. Nice tall heels, and then rest. Bring your bottom onto your heels so that your toes are bent. Might feel rather uncomfortable. And then just come back up onto your knees. Just flatten your toes, your feet on the floor. We'll do it one more time. So just tuck your toes under. Get them nice and tucked under. Knees together, feet together. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, lower onto your heels. So really bending toes, stretching them backwards. And then just come onto your hands and knees, lower your toes. Just come so that you're kneeling on your heels, resting on your heels. So we're going to do the swan. So remember, quite strong on your shoulders. So turn your hands so that they're pointing slightly inwards, slightly ahead of your neck, throat. So don't have them directly beneath you. Remember, a weight bearing exercise that works on your wrists, your shoulders, your arms. So let's do it together. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bend your elbows, lower your chin towards the floor, and then sweep forward, glide forward like a swan. Your neck is stretched, your throat. Breathe out, glide back, and push yourself back into the start. That was the first swan. Let's try 2 more. Breathe in, breathe out. Lower, nice and gracefully, and then breathing in, just glide forward. Lengthen your neck. Breathe out. Glide back. Come back up into your start. That was the second swan. If you've had enough of swans, just sit it out. Breathe out. Let's do it together. Breathe in. Breathe out, lower towards the floor. Then that glide, breathe in, lengthen through your chin to your pubic bone. Breathe out, glide back, push back into the start. And just come onto your knees. Make the 2 fists, one on top of each other. Before you do it, perhaps rotate your wrists both ways. Just loosen them up after the swan, then place one fist above the other. Just take a couple of breaths. And then nice and gently, you're going to come onto your tummy. So come onto your tummy. Just make sure you're comfortable, chin on the mat, your elbows nicely bent, your backs of your hands just resting against your body, wherever feels comfortable. Your big toes just touching your heels, just let them flop out to the side. And just turn your face onto one side and do the quick relaxation. Your head, shoulders, arms, chest, waist, hips, legs, feet. And then slide your chin onto the mat. Bring your feet together, heels together, legs together. So we'll just do the back strengthening exercises. So sink the pelvis into the mat. Breathe in, rise from your belly through the front of your chest. Breathe out. Down chin, nose, forehead. Relax your shoulders. Slide your chin onto the mat. Sink the pelvis. Breathe in like a snake again, the cobra rising from the belly to the tip of the chin. Breathe out. Chin, nose, forehead. Relax your shoulders. Slide your chin onto the mat. Breathe in. Come up. Head, shoulders, arms nice and soft so your arms don't leave the floor. Breathe out. Chin, nose, forehead. Relax your shoulders and turn your face the opposite way to just a moment ago. Just do the quick relaxation. Head, shoulders, arms, hands, legs, feet. And then place your chin on the mat. Arms by your side, we're coming up into locust. Remember, everything leaves the floor, you just want your belly stuck to the ground. So breathe in and lift arms, legs, head, shoulders. Pull your arms towards your hips. Pull your shoulders towards one another. Lift your legs a bit further. You should be resting on your belly, hopefully. Locust likes to eat. This one helps your digestive system. Breathe out and down. Chin, nose, forehead. Relax your shoulders. Slide your chin on the mat. You'll feel that surge from your kidneys, that sort of feeling of energy. So you squeeze the kidneys, the adrenals. Breathe in, come up, arms, legs, head, shoulders. Pull your arms towards your hips. Lift your legs a little further. Lift your chin. Breathe out. Chin, nose, forehead. Relax your shoulders. Turn your face the opposite way. Just take a couple of breaths. Place your chin on the mat. We're doing a variation, so bend your knees, have your legs sticking, feet sticking up in the air, have your knees apart. So your knees are apart. What you're going to do is what you did before. Come up into locust, lift everything if you can. Not your arms, keep your arms where they are, and then try and bring your knees together. So let's start all together. Just see how you get on. It's a squeeze of the lower lumbar, so quite good for strengthening that area. So knees should be apart to go up. Breathe in. Head, shoulders, not your arms, just leave them. Once your thighs are off the floor, mine aren't a great deal off the floor, try and bring your knees a bit closer together. You'll squeeze at the lower lumbar. Breathe out. Come back down. Lower your legs. Forehead on the floor. Turn your face the opposite way. Take a couple of breaths. We'll try it one more time if you've had enough, or you just want to stick with the classic locust. So if you want to bend your knees, remember, try and keep bringing them further apart this time. Let's see what happens. Remember, arms stay on the floor. Breathe in, raise head, shoulders, your knees off the floor a little way, and begin to close the gap between your knees if you can. And come and relax back down. Lower your legs, chin, nose, forehead. Relax your shoulders, turn your face onto the opposite side. Just do the quick relaxation. Head, shoulders, arms, waist, hips, legs, feet. So quite strong on your lower back. Just opening up, just strengthening your lower back lumbar area. So just bring your chin back on the floor. Have your knees slightly apart. Bring your hands just towards your waist, either side of your body. So let's do the counter pose. So breathe in, swing your bottom up. So think about your kidneys getting stretched the opposite way now. I mean, they were squeezed, now they're being stretched. Lower your bottom. Keep your arms stretched out where they are. Lower the top of your, not the top, just above your forehead onto the mat. And then slide your hands slightly forward. Try and keep your bottom as close to your heels as you can. Just take a few breaths. And then press into your hands, lower your bottom. So stretch through your arms, through your armpits. That's open your armpits towards the floor. Try and keep your bottom as low as you can. And then just come up onto your hands and knees so that you come up onto your hands and knees. So let's just sit for a moment with your chin drawn in and drop your chin gently, very gently, and do the pendulum just very gently, because we've been doing quite a lot of big poses, big holds. And then just come back, just blink your eyes a few times. So let's do the rising serpent or cobra, hands on your thighs. So breathe in, come up onto your knees, strengthens your knees. Open your chest, push your hips slightly forward, feel the stretch of your belly. Breathe out,
Bring your hands onto your thighs, back onto your heels. 2 more rising cobras, rising serpents. Breathe in onto your knees. Lengthen your belly. Look up towards the ceiling. Breathe out. Hands on thighs as you come back onto your knees. One more time. Breathe in. Big, nice back bend. Just open your chest. Push your hips forward. Breathe out. Hands on your thighs. Just blink a few times. And we'll just finish the poses with the hair pose. So just bring your arms in front of you. So try and have don't have your bottom off your heels. Try and get it as close to your heels as you can. Your arms are straight. You look up towards the ceiling and just close your teeth. So that's the looking up bit. And then remember, you drop your forearms on the floor. You begin now to lift your bottom. Tuck your chin in. Try and get on the crown of your head. You want your hips directly above your bottom, your chin tucked in. Breathe in, bring your bottom back. Get your arms straightening. Look up to the ceiling. Your bottom is stuck to your heels. Your lower back is dipping. Breathe out. Bring your forearms onto the floor. Lift your bottom. Tuck your chin in. Crown of your head on the mat. Breathe in. Come down with your bottom. Straighten your arms. Look up. Keep your teeth shut. Breathe out. Bring your forearms down. Lift your bottom. Tuck your chin in. Try and get the crown of your head on the floor. Breathe in. Come back up. Look up. Just think of a nice hair looking up towards the sky. Breathe out. Bring your forearms down. Lift your bottom. Tuck your chin in. Breathe in. Come back onto your knees. So just come up onto your knees. So just perhaps open your chest. Let's give the kidneys a bit of a rub. So rub your hands. Just come up onto your knees, lean slightly forward and up and down to start. Either side of your spine, remember. Your kidneys sit half protected by your rib cage and by fat just below the rib cage. And then round and round. Make the fists, thumb on inside, just loose, tapping up and down. Kidneys probably the size of your fist. Up and down. Round and round. Just tap up and down. One more time, just up and down. Round and round. Make the tap. Up and down. And then just come round into whatever time to relax. So whichever way you want to relax, whether you're lying down or sitting. So just make yourself comfortable. So if you're lying, make sure your chin is drawn in, that your palms just facing the ceiling, just at your side. If you're sitting, chin drawn in and breastbone trying to lift and hands just resting on your knees in your lap, wherever you find comfortable. So once you're ready, just take your awareness to your breathing. So feel the in-breath. Feel the cool air being drawn in, the energy. Down through the back of your mouth, top of the throat, down into the windpipe, into the lungs. When you're ready to breathe out, just follow the out breath. The same way, windpipe, back of the mouth, bridge of the nose, out through the nostrils. And just focus on drawing in that air, the energy, oxygen into the body. When you breathe out, just
Focus on any waste from the body being carried out in the out breath. And then just take your awareness to your face. Feel your forehead smooth, soft, relaxed. As your forehead relaxes, feel your scalp relax. As your scalp relaxes, just let your brain relax. Front, back, sides, so it has a bit more room just to ease out into. And then take your awareness back to your eyes soft, smiling. Feel your cheekbones relax, your cheeks. See if you can feel your ears relaxing, your nostrils relaxing. Take your awareness to your mouth. Lips just slightly parted inside your mouth, your tongue soft, relax. Just feel your neck, throat, releasing, relaxing. And no tension in your face. Just take your awareness to your feet, to the skin on the soles of your feet. And just visualize resting at the soles of your feet, a sphere of silver gold light. Every time you breathe in, you draw the silver gold light through the soles of your feet, up through the bones in your legs, to your hips. And as that silver gold light touches the base of the spine, it lights up the vertebra. As it lights up the vertebra, it lights up the energy centers along the spine. At the base of the spine, the sphere of red light. Connected to earth, to being grounded, to feeling secure, to the sense of smell. Feel it strong, bright, spin, turn, move the energy up to the level of the genitals, the sphere of orange light, connected to water, creativity, going with the flow, and to the sense of taste. You feel it bright, strong, spin, turn, move the energy up to your belly button, that circle of yellow light, your own furnace, your own sun, bright, strong, connected to the sense of sight. And it spins, it turns, it moves the energy up to the level of your heart, the circle of green light, connected to feelings, emotions, the sense of touch, skin. Feel it bright, strong, spin, turn, move the energy up the hollow of your throat, the sphere of bright blue light, connected to hearing, communication, expressing yourself. Feel it bright, strong, spin, turn, move the energy up between the eyes, the third eye, indigo blue, that circle of indigo blue. Feel it bright, strong, spin, turn, and as it moves up to the crown of the head, it touches that circle of white violet light. Connected to bliss, to understanding. As you feel the energy move up through the spine, it's as though it comes up through the crown of your head like a fountain of glittering energy that just cascades over your head, your shoulders, your arms, your legs. And it washes away tiredness, dullness, restores the energy around you, that you feel brighter, stronger, you feel colors brighter. And again, you feel that energy drawn up through the crown of your head, transform into sparkling, glittering energy that just cascades over your head, shoulders, arms, legs. And you feel relaxed. And then after a moment or two, you're aware that those energy centers are becoming smaller and smaller till they're just pinpricks of color. That silver gold moon beneath your feet is just a dot of silver gold. It fades, disappears, and you find yourself once more on your mat. You're aware of the ground beneath you, walls around you, ceiling above you. And slowly you just begin to move your fingers, your toes. Just take your arms, just stretch and yawn a couple of times. Stretch and yawn. And then just bend your knees over your tummy. Just very gently rock from side to side. So that as you rock, your knees go one way, your head goes the other. And then just place your feet on the floor, come up on one side, up into an easy sitting position. So once you're up, make sure your spine feels nice and tall, hands resting wherever is comfortable. Chin drawn in. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just rub your hands together. Feel the warmth, the energy. Just place them at your eyes, your fingertips crisscrossed at your forehead. Elbows a bit close together. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just bring your hands in Namaste. We just finished with Om, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om, the universal sound. Shanti, meaning peace. Thank you. Just come over to the laptop.